Perhaps you've seen it, a simple, unassuming red thread tied around someone's left wrist. Sometimes it's frayed and worn from time. Other times it's brand new. It's a quiet, mysterious detail in a loud world, and it's so easy to dismiss as a fleeting trend or a simple adornment. But what if I told you that this single, humble thread is not a fashion statement, but one of the oldest and most potent spiritual secrets in the world? A shield, a symbol, a sacred promise, and a direct line to the invisible laws that govern our universe. And those who wear it do not do so by chance. The very fact that you are watching this now, that this topic has found you, is no coincidence. It means this ancient wisdom has come to you for a reason. In this video, we will unravel the mystery of the red thread together. You will discover not just what it means, but what it awakens within you, because the thread is not merely tied, it is honored, it is felt, and it transforms you. That humble red thread, to the uninitiated eye, conceals centuries of ancestral wisdom. Mystics wore it, initiates used it, and mothers tied it around the wrists of newborns as a seal of protection. Today, it has come to you. But why the left wrist? Why the color red? And how can something so simple be so powerful? They say that anyone who ties a red thread around their left wrist is not just seeking protection. They are consciously choosing to connect with their energy, their intuition, and the true path. They are making a quiet but firm declaration to the universe. I am awake. I am ready. I choose to walk with purpose. But be mindful, for not everyone should wear it, and not everyone is prepared for what it represents. Because the red thread on the left wrist not only protects, it also reveals, and that revelation can be uncomfortable. It can reveal truths you have tried to ignore, awaken ancient memories, and trigger synchronicities that connect you with people you pretended to have forgotten. It is a key to your feminine energy, to your spiritual perception, to the part of you that needs no rational explanation to know there is something more. In the sacred anatomy of the spirit, our body has two distinct currents of energy. The right side is the river that gives. It acts, projects, and builds in the outer world. But the left side is the deep, quiet ocean that receives. It is the channel of intuition, of feeling, of soul-level knowing. This is why the thread is placed there, directly over the pulse point, the gateway to your most intimate energetic essence. Have you ever noticed how vulnerable you feel when someone touches your left wrist? It's because that area holds memories. It is where the heart's rhythm is most easily felt, the place where your sensitivity and deepest desires reside. But the red thread is also a constant, gentle reminder. It's a conscious anchor, a physical point that brings you back to the present moment each time you see it. Each time you feel it against your skin, silently, it says, return to yourself, because the greatest spiritual power is not in seeking, but in remembering who you are, what you deserve, and that you are not here by accident. And here, we enter a profoundly powerful aspect, intention. The thread itself is merely a vessel. The true magic is the intention that is poured into it as it is tied. The words you speak, The energy you deposit in that simple gesture, that is what makes it sacred. In many traditions, it is believed that the thread must be tied by someone who loves you sincerely. Why? Because pure, unconditional love is the universe's most coherent and powerful frequency. When someone who loves you, a grandmother, or a partner, a true friend, ties that thread, they are not just performing an action, they are weaving their protective, supportive energy into the very fibers of the cord. It becomes an energetic signature of their love, a seal that envelops and guides you. Now, listen carefully, because this is where the red thread transcends simple protection and becomes a profound tool of personal transformation. It is a commitment to yourself. Wearing that thread is also making a silent, sacred vow, a vow to finally stop ignoring your intuition, a vow to cease betraying your own needs to please others, a vow to honor your boundaries as sacred ground. It is easy to put on a red thread. The truly sacred act is to uphold what it symbolizes. Once you commit to your own growth, you can no longer return to the slumber of self-ignorance without feeling the pain of it. Once you choose to open your eyes, you can no longer look away, and there is another point you may never have heard, one that completely transforms how we understand this power. That thread doesn't just unite people, it unites timelines. We are not speaking only of human relationships, but of destinies, of karmas, of lessons carried over from past lives repeating until you decide to break the pattern. It is a bridge between the you who was wounded in the past, the you who stands at a crossroads in the present, and the you who is calling from the future. The red thread is the symbol of destiny, yes, but it is also a tool to consciously shape it. When you place that thread on your left wrist, you are gathering all the threads of your own story. You are making a powerful declaration. I accept my story. I honor my ties. But from this moment forward, I choose with whom, how, and from where I want to connect. Not from the wound, not from fear, not from need, but from the authenticity of my soul. This declaration, this conscious choice, is the moment the thread truly activates. It ceases to be a passive symbol and becomes an active spiritual tool. But what happens next? What specific energies does it protect you from? What kinds of synchronicities does it begin to attract? And what are the practical steps to tying and maintaining this sacred bond? That is where we will journey next. When you make that declaration, that conscious choice to connect from your soul, the thread truly activates. It ceases to be a passive symbol and becomes an active spiritual tool. It becomes a mirror, helping you to discern between the connections that nourish your spirits and those that are simply karmic echoes of a past you are ready to release. It teaches you that some bonds are meant to be reinforced with presence and love, while others, having served their sacred purpose, must be let go with gratitude. In certain practices, when someone wants to definitively close a cycle, they will cut the red thread in silence. They might bury it in the earth or cast it into the sea, not as an act of anger or disdain, but as a rite of liberation. It is a powerful way of honoring a bond by acknowledging that its purpose has been fulfilled. You begin to realize just how many layers lie behind a simple thread. It is a mirror of your current energy, your relationships, and your spiritual state, a mirror that neither judges nor lies. So now, I invite you to look at your left wrist. Is it empty, or is it already adorned with a thread? Who placed it there, and with what intention? Does it still resonate with the person you are today? If not, perhaps it is time to renew your energy, to make space for the new, to cut the old with love and to retie it with a greater, clearer strength for what you truly wish to call into your life. We will now delve even deeper. We will explore the meaning of the color red, the Kabbalistic origins of this practice, and how to use the red thread as potent energetic protection. But why the color red? In traditions like Kabbalah, red is the color of life force, of courage, and of divine protection. It is the color of blood, the very river of our vitality. It is believed to ward off the evil eye, not a literal curse, but the draining energy of envy and ill will from those around you. The thread acts as an energetic shield against these lower frequencies, protecting your receptive, sensitive side. This is not just a video, it is a ritual in itself. For those who are on a journey of inner discovery, we have created resources like our book, Your Highest Self, to guide you in reprogramming your mind and transforming your life. But now, I want to share something that you won't often find in books or traditional teachings. Did you know that the red thread on your left wrist can also act as a channel to elevate your own vibrational field? It not only blocks dense energies, but it also amplifies the signals the universe sends to you. It's like fine-tuning a divine antenna. It makes you more sensitive to the subtle realms, more perceptive of the coincidences that aren't random, more attuned to the messages disguised as intuition. The more present you are with the thread's meaning, the clearer your signal becomes, and the more direct the synchrony in your life will be. And there's more. Pay close attention when your thread begins to fray, tangle, or break on its own. Do not see it as a failure or bad luck. The thread is wise. It is materialized energy, and when it deteriorates, it is speaking to you. It is telling you that it has absorbed all the energy it was meant to absorb, that a protective cycle has been fulfilled, that a part of you is now ready for what is next. Some call it wear and tear. In reality, it is evolution. That moment of breaking is sacred. It is your soul's graduation ceremony, a sign that it's time to let go, give thanks for what was lived, and open space for new, more conscious connections. The more honest you are with yourself, the more authentic the threads that manifest in your life will be. And remember, not all red threads represent romantic love. Some come as wise mentors, others as soul friends. Some appear as brief encounters that leave a lasting, transformative mark, and others serve as mirrors, showing you exactly what you need to heal within yourself. None are mistakes, and here is a truth that might shift your perspective entirely. Perhaps you have been, without even knowing it, the red thread in someone else's life. Your energy, your presence, a kind word at the right time. It may have been a before and after moment for another being. That, too, is a profound spiritual act. That is the purest beauty of the red thread. It is a love that needs no bonds, for it is made of soul, not knots. So, if you felt this message was for you, if something inside you has stirred, if you felt that knot in your throat or that silent certainty of recognition, do not ignore it. The universe has just spoken to you directly, and now you decide what to do with what you've heard. I invite you now, only if you feel it, only if it resonates with your soul, to make a declaration in the comments below. Write this very special phrase: I choose to tie the thread with awareness. Because it's not about wearing a bracelet, but about what it represents, how you sustain it, how you honor it, and how you choose to walk from this moment forward. And if this video has ignited something within you, if it has touched a part of your being that was ready to awaken, then I invite you to subscribe. Do it not out of habit, but as a sacred offering, a way of saying to the universe, I am ready to remember more. I am ready to connect more deeply. This channel is more than a place with videos. It is an energetic space, a circle of souls choosing to walk with eyes wide open. Now, it is time to close our circle for today. But before you go, let's do one final thing together. Close your eyes for just a moment. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, release everything. Visualize a luminous red thread sprouting from your left wrist. See it glowing, pulsing with a gentle, protective warmth. Watch as this thread of light stretches into the air, connecting with your heart, with your intuition, with your highest purpose. And then see it stretch out further, disappearing into the infinite web of life, connecting you to all that is. That thread is you. It is your unique energy, your unbreakable connection. Remember, there is no greater power than a soul that has chosen not to forget who it is. Thank you for being here, for feeling, for remembering. Now, go and weave your magic. We'll meet again where the invisible threads cross once more.